already got the picture of the new Defender, and I must say it's impressive. So I'm going to compare it to my old series and show you what I think. The ride quality driving the old series Land Rover is really nice. There's nothing wrong with the ride quality, so I'm assuming the new one is at least the same or maybe slightly better. The interior is also nice. It's real soft touches, nice steering wheel. You've got the spare there, so you always know you've got a spare, because if you don't have one you'll see that it's gone. So that's a nice feature about the old one, which the new one doesn't have. Okay, so some of the similarities. Now as you can see, they kept the firewall there, and they kept the same. That's the same as this firewall here. Then the next thing which they kept was the roof. You can see the roof and that little window there. So it's the same as this window here. The next thing that I absolutely love is you see this portion at the back here, which is straight, and it's like privacy. Doesn't it just look the same as this? Straight and like a little bit of privacy. Then the next thing is the spare wheel at the back. Now this is the series, so this doesn't have the spare wheel at the back, but it does have the spare wheel at the front. Alright, the next thing is the absolutely nice looking big tires, which is really cool, and it's similar to those ones. Those are actually quite big, which is cool. I don't know if this has an oil leak, but that definitely has one. Also what I like is on mine is the twin color. You see the body is one color and the roof is another color, and on this they actually did the same, body one color, roof another color. Really nicely done. The step ladder at the back, this one, if you want to put something on the top, this has also got the step ladder. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you can see it. What mine has got is the roof on top of the roof, which acts like a type of aircon. I'm sure this has got a normal aircon, because I can see this has got a roof rack, which is cool. The next thing is this straight edge here, straight edge there. I love the shape of that. That actually defines, in my view, the boxy shape of this whole thing, which is the exact same thing there. Fantastic. The next thing is this crest line here, which is beautifully shaped, exactly the same as the old one. The next one is the ladder. Look at, there's a ladder. I don't know if you can see it. There you see it. There's a ladder, and there's a ladder. So basically what I'm saying is they kept the exact same car. Look. They just made it better. This shoulder line is beautiful. Just look at it. Now, this is the most beautiful car in my opinion, and I must say, Land Rover, I think this is one of the most beautiful new cars. Now I must say, driving at night with the old Land Rover is always a fun adventure. I hope the new one has also got this adventure element of having fun, even if you're just driving behind a Mercedes. The difference between driving with a series Land Rover like this and a brand new Mercedes like the one in front of me is that that guy is not even thinking about driving. And with this, you have to be wide awake. Whoa, Mercedes. Oh, and the brakes is not bad. But it's not great either. It can go fast, but not very fast. Also, what's nice, and you see now, you can see the nice feature about the spare wheel in action. If this was stolen, for instance, there, I would have recognized it instantly. Okay, the interior of the old Land Rover, there's not many LED screens, no Apple CarPlay, no Google, nothing like that. It does go quite fast. You can see I'm passing cars even. Woohoo! And now you can see the feature. Let me just go to fourth gear around the corner and turning to the right hand side, and there's a car on my right, and I'm gonna pass him anytime soon. I'm going. I think I'm doing about 50 to 60 kilometers an hour, which is really fast in the Land Rover Series, and I'm not afraid of dying like this. But it is really scary, I must be honest. The brakes are good on this one, I must be honest. If I lock the wheels, all the wheels will I must just pump it. You must always pump a Land Rover. And you see, that's another thing which you must be aware of driving a Land Rover Series. When you brake, the car will either pull this way or this way, always. You never know. So you have to pump, then little bit of brake so you can see, okay, it's going in this direction. And then once you know in which direction it's going wrong, then you can counter steer, which is really fun to do. But you must be wide awake, so never a dull moment while driving a Land Rover Series. Also now you can see the feature there. I'm pulling another car and I'm on the edge of breaking some sort of record. I don't know which one, but there's so many records these days. You know, there's records for people who has done the most pull-ups, for instance. So I'm sure I'm breaking some record. I just don't know which record at the moment, but I mean, obviously I'm breaking some sort of a record. The aircon is on now. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't, but the flap is open. That side is closed, so I'm happy I'm not sitting on that side of the car, because obviously there it will be hot, and here where the flap is open it is cold. So that's really nice. The one thing that I would imagine the new Land Rover has got, which this one doesn't have, is automatic dimming rear mirror. This one doesn't have that. Another feature which I think the new one will have is power windows. This one unfortunately doesn't have it. This one you just have to slide with your arm. The seating position in this one while you're driving is absolutely fantastic. You sit like a king. You feel like a king who's going into war. So you need to be awake. You know, there's no time for sleeping while driving in this one. There is a wiper. I can switch it on to show you. It's fast and effective, and it goes faster when it picks up some momentum. So it's really willing to work. It's a great little wiper. Unfortunately, that side there's nothing, but this side it is. So I mean, I'm driving on this side, so I don't need a wiper that side. So that makes sense. Other than that, I just love this car. This car's not giving me much problems. You know, oil and oil and oil and oil. I just put in oil all the time, and sometimes I put in petrol. This, by the way, is a 2.25 petrol, original engine. I think, you see, now I have to counter steer. This time I had to, it was pulling this side, so I had to counter steer this side. So you must be awake, always. But that's why I love my Defender. I'm on my way home, and then I'm gonna post you this video. Thanks, eh?